What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I found out why Modern Warfare 2 is so bad. Now, Activision has uploaded 3 Instagram posts going over 3 employees of Modern Warfare 2 and Infinity Ward and stuff like that. So we're going to take a look at these 3 profiles and why the last one is infuriating. Alright, like I took a look through these before I made this video to see if it's actually worth making a video on, and I think it is. So first one we have here, I would say is the most sane one, and her name is Natalie Tobias, and she's an associate engineer. As she says in her bio right here, as an audio engineer, my headphones are a crucial part of my everyday work. I am a console gamer, so whether it's for a playtest or playing games at home, my controller is always by my side. Okay? Software is a huge component of my work as I program and debug for Call of Duty. Debug? Debug. Well, Natalie, listen, you're probably a cool person in real life, but you need to lock in more hours. You need to lock in more. You need to, because there's a lot of bugs in the game. Just for example, like 2 days ago when I was playing Modern Warfare 2 here, the Simtex animation was glitched. Like, you know how there's an animation for throwing your Simtex? Bro, that wasn't there. So hopefully they fixed that. And also, I heard the Season 6 Battle Pass was kind of screwed over. So it's like, Natalie, I think you need to lock in more. My loadout perk is caffeine to stay focused and high alerts. I love being able to work with such smart and creative people who are always ready to work and play video games. This is the most sane one out of all 3. And, you know, like, yeah, debug Call of Duty, though, that's the thing I'm, like, scratching my head here, because it's like, do you really debug Call of Duty? Because there's so much bugs and glitches and stuff with Season 6, because the new season that came out. Now, if you guys are wondering what my thoughts are in Season 6, I'm going to tell you guys real quick. For multi-perks, that's the only thing I focus on. I don't really focus on Warzone or anything. There's, like, an event coming soon, the Haunting event. I will probably try it out, but I'm not really going to complete any of the challenges, even though, yeah, it carries over to next year. I just don't see any point. But for the house map, the Casa, whatever it's called, it's actually a pretty good map. I actually like that one. But the other one, man, the village map, that map is kind of buns. It's just too campy. People just stay on the roofs. It's just not really that fun. And for the 2 guns, I'm not doing no battle pass. I'm not buying no battle pass. So yeah, I don't know about those 2 guns. But Season 6, pretty mid. Alright, now let's take a look at our boy Dex Badget. I think that's how you say his name. Now this one right here, kind of, he is a social community manager for Call of Duty. And it's essential for him to have a post on what's happening on social media for work. So my phone is handy for that, especially when I'm away from my desk. What are you talking about? How, like, this guy, a social community manager, what does he even, like, say or do? What does he do? He doesn't reply to anything. He only replies to barely the bare minimum of Call of Duty and stuff. Because you guys know on Twitter, when you say something like, you know, new season come out, you're like, hey, I like the new season. Call of Duty sometimes responds. So I'm thinking this is the guy that does that. And so if this is the guy that does that, why don't you ever respond to the negative stuff? See, it's what I don't like about gaming companies or companies in general, is that they're too scared to speak out on the negative things that are said about the game. They're too scared. They think, oh, like, they just avoid it. Like, no, we want and asked for UAV, or regular UAV in Modern Warfare 2 for the entire life cycle. What does this guy do? Doesn't even acknowledge it or nothing like that. So it's like, are you really a social community? Like, why is there a social community manager at Call of Duty if they don't do nothing except for reply to comments? I love getting exercise in, whether it's an intense workout to just stretching and getting some steps in. It helps clear our mind. Okay, working out's good. Whether I'm rocking out or listening to some lo-fi music helps me focus get through the day. Maybe you should turn the music off and focus on making the game, or focus on community feedback. I don't know. I'm mostly a console gamer, especially when it comes to Call of Duty, so my controller is my input of choice. At Activision, I love being at the forefront of the COD franchise and getting to interact with the gaming community across various social media platforms. Again, as I said, what is the point of having a social media manager if they don't reply to nothing negative or any criticisms? Just like this comment says on this post here, what's the point in having a social communications manager if you're not going to listen to community? I mean, Tornado Man 43 cooks. I mean, he cooked right here. He told it how it is, man, and that is true. As I've been saying this entire time, what is the point of having this guy on the payroll if he's not going to reply to anything or listen to community for nothing? We've been asking for so much different things, for the UAV, for the game to get fixed and stuff like that, and not for any of the SBMM stuff. But no, they don't listen. So it's like, what do you really do? You just reply to good comments and just call it a day? Is that what you do for 8 hours a day? I just don't get it, man. Now this one right here, the last one, this is the one right here that grinded my gears. This one right here, if you want to get mad, well, Here you guys go, man. So this is Kira Wheatley, and listen, I have nothing against Kira Wheatley. She's an associate engineer, and you know, like maybe she's a cool person off the job, but I'm gonna criticize her for her work here. So she says, I have an army of plushies that are my emotional support throughout the week. All right, RPGs are my favorite, which is another reason why working on Call of Duty is so much fun. Why is Activision Call of Duty hiring someone that works on RPGs on an FPS game like Call of Duty? This is the problem right here. Okay, this is the problem. Call of Duty just hiring people just to hire them to say, hey, look at our diversity in our team. Like, wow. This right here, when I read it first, I was like, what the? No wonder why the game sucks. I mean, you want to know why the game sucks? It's because of stuff like this. Call of Duty's not even hiring people that are worthy of the job. Instead, they're hiring people that, I don't know, just, I guess, love making games. Like, what are you even talking about? RPGs are my favorite. If RPGs are your favorite, you should work on an RPG game in Activision. You shouldn't be working on Call of Duty. The people that like to make FPS games should be making Call of Duty. Now, no wonder why Activision employees and stuff are very unhappy. It's because of stuff like this, man. They're forced to work jobs like this. And it's just like, as a COD fan, this infuriates me. Because it's like, why is somebody that likes making RPGs making the game? Or making a first-person shooter FPS game. Now, maybe this lady is good at her job. And if she's good at her job, then let her work on an RPG game, not Call of Duty. That right there, like, wow, man, just ridiculous. You can always find lip balm at my desk, all right? Okay, take a good listen to this one. Playing movies in the background while I work has become part of my process. Turn off the movies and focus on the gosh dang game. Turn off the movies. Turn off the whatever movies you watch. Maybe Frozen. I don't know what you watch. Turn that garbage off and work on the game. Zero distractions. Lock in. This is your job. Freaking phone call. This is your degree. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you do for a living. You shouldn't be watching movies while you play. You can watch movies on your break time or off the clock. But when you're on the clock, you lock in and you make games. Okay? That's what your job is. That's what you're supposed to do. Now watch movies in the background while work. Like, what does that even mean? That's like me saying, oh, let's say I'm a construction worker. Yeah, I like to watch movies while I work. Like, it's not gonna be great work if you're distracted doing two things at once. The best part about my job is that it's never boring. There's always a new challenge to face, which has grown my skill set tremendously as an engineer. I mean, that's cool, but at the end of the day, man, not only one, you should be watching movies while you work on the game, but two, RPGs being your favorite and working on Call, like, that's like hiring an electrician to do some plumbing. That's the type of thing that Call of Duty's on right now. Like, really? This is who is working on my game, the game that I like to play, the franchise I love. Somebody that likes to make RPGs and stuff like that, man. Just super disappointing. And as I gotta say, man, like, these three, not only did all the posts get just a lot of negative comments, like on every single post, the comment on this post has been limited. That's how it is for every single one of these posts, because people are just tired of it, man. People are tired of the COD nonsense, the COD BS, and we finally figured out why. Is because not only one, Activision is a greedy company, but number two, they hire people that are not even fit for the job to say, hey, look, we have diversity. People that should be hired for Call of Duty are people that should be passionate about making a good FPS game. That's why it was so good back in the day, is because those David Vonderhaars, those everybody that worked on the older Call of Duties, they had passion for the game. And it seems like these people don't really have passion. I mean, sure, they have passion for making games, yeah, but they don't have passion for Call of Duty as a franchise, and you could tell that with Modern Warfare 2 and just games. So that's all I really have for you guys, man. If you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like, subscribe. I mean, I had to make this video because now I know why. Now I know why Modern Warfare 2 sucks. 3,000 devs, and none of them probably like or enjoy Call of Duty whatsoever. Because if that was true, then they would play the game themselves, which I guarantee you, 99% sure that they don't. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.